All right, everybody. Guess what? It's time to talk about Boonboomger episode 2. Uh I'm really enjoying this. It's so the practicality of it, it's not it's so even though I'm not, the most knowledgeable on it's very back to very simplistic in the basics. I like that there's not so much going on, but there's so many hints. We got our opening in this episode. I love the opening. I like the song. I like the visuals of it. It's really cool. We had was it this brief look at a female in something called, I think it was the ISA or something like that, and I was like, huh. And I know everyone online and on social media is like, oh, this could be Boone Violet. I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. Like I said, I don't do speculations this early in any sort of show. Um, I want to know more about Taya because Mira shows up and to his house and it's like this palatial estate. It's awesome. It's like just and then we get a secret base. Okay, when you go like into a pool and it goes down a little elevator and you got a cool underground base, I'm just like, how rich is this man, and how did he get his money? Um, I do like that we got another delivery gig. I'm hoping this is something that stays consistent to show like the range of all the different stuff that they have to do for the job. This time it is delivering top secret documents in secret from one country, from the country's president to another country's president that's secretly visiting Japan. And I'm like, ooh. And I do like that there's this tension still from the first episode with Ishiro and Mira, because, in the first episode, he wasn't really on board with her joining and being around. I don't think he likes her personality. And so we're getting more of that. And as much as I want to know about how Taya got his money, I really want to know what's up with Ishiro, because, he seems like a very reserved person, keeps themselves, and it's a great balance to Taya's, flamboyant and just, that that swagger he has, I guess it's swagger out loud. That sounded stupid. Keeping it in here though, because I don't know what else to say for another word. I do like that there is this rising tension between them, but then we get some, here's how we cut it with a knife. We give us, was it Boondaris? I'm always going to forget the name. And comes out with some Boon Boom curry. And honestly, if you've seen any of my older toku reviews of shows, mainly Revice, you put curry in a show, I'm instantly looking at it. I'm instantly like, okay, what is this curry? Can I make it? Can I eat it? Because I like curry. And it goes into a whole other thing where Mira even says, oh, you're a robot. It's like, I'm not a robot. They're basically an alien. And they ended up on Earth and Taya helped them out after an accident. And I'm just like, okay, what is this accident? Like, it's one of those things where I don't want everything just given to me in the first couple episodes, all the information. Like, build up, plant some seeds. And that's a seed that's been planted that I'm like, okay, now I need to know. We do get some more, not full explanation of the Hash aliens, but we do know they are a part of a space mafia. So instantly I'm like, okay, this is how we're going to get new bads, because these two with their little mini evil car are not going to be the main villains. They're obviously the lackeys, and they go around and they basically just take over the planet for all their, what is it called? Their little energy source that they're getting from people when they scream and this and that. It's like, I forgot the name of it. And it was like, but I do like that. And they were answering to someone else and you didn't get to see them. You guys saw their little evil space mafia logo and the voice sounded very menacing. And I'm like, I kind of want to like know more about this. So now I know, okay, if it's a whole mafia, there'll be different tiers to bosses and this and that, and we'll get more. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. So the villain monster of the week is a vacuum monster. A lot of suck jokes in my head and in the the show. Mine were a lot more inappropriate than what the show was making. And we get more because Ishiro and Mira go to meet up to retrieve the package they have to deliver. And you kind of get these moments where you could tell Ishiro just really doesn't want Mira part of the team. And there's kind of like this resentment because Taya made that call and he kind of has to just go along with it. And I'm just like, man, I actually like this. I kind of like how it's not just a team where it's like, okay, they're all together now. They're all friends. Everything's happy. They're all good. Everything's great. There's some tension, and I'm enjoying that because when Ishiro finally comes around and we saw I feel like he already is by the end of the episode. I'm like, all right. Also, I forget his name. I believe he's gonna end up being Boone Black, the cop. Because the villain shows up, he's sucking everything up. He sucks up the briefcase, which is the item they need to deliver. And I know I said I wasn't going to be doing breakdowns, but this is just kind of how I want to approach this episode specifically, because there's certain moments, and I need to explain why it's making me feel a certain way about characters. I feel like this Boone Black, this cop, is going to be like our comic relief, because he was in the first episode, got stuck in a wedding dress. This time, he's basically getting sucked into the vacuum, and this is what leads Mira into just jumping headfirst in. Like, even Ishiro's like, no, we stand back, we watch, assess the situation. She's not having it. She jumps in, transforms, and is saving the cop. And, Ishiro runs off. So she thinks anyways. The reason why I had to tell that scene, because, like, this shows the misunderstanding of each other, Mira and Ishiro, towards each other. Because when Mira shows up, she's literally talking about how, Ishiro ran off. He ran away. She stayed. And then another person who ends up, at some point being one of the Boonboomgers is our Orange. And we find out that he is kind of like their procure. He obtains stuff for him, and he even says like, hey, take care of what I need to take care of. And I like how, like I said, we're seeing things through the eyes of Mira, because she's like, what the hell's going on? Like, what? I like that. And we find out Mira was completely wrong about Ishiro, because he went and got the Boone wagon, I believe, and captured our vacuum monster and brought him to a dump where he clogged his vacuum, sucking everything up. And I'm like, oh, that's a smart idea. And we find out the orange guy, I don't remember his name already. I'm bad with names. Like I said, it's going to be a couple episodes. He ended up being the guy who bought the whole entire thing out, the whole entire dump out for Taya. And then, even he was like, okay, don't forget my fee, my cut. And I'm like, okay, this guy just likes money. He's the obtainer of things. So I like how, even though he's not orange yet, we're getting introduced to him as a character. And I liked it. We got a roll call. The roll call was great. I just, it's the visuals with like them spinning and then the names of each one, like Boone Red, Boone Blue, Boone Pink coming on the side, looked amazing. I was like, that is so cool. This time around, the mecha fight wasn't as fast, or wasn't as long. It was a very quick fight, and I was okay with that. And we got our Boon finish. We find out that, and this is the funny part, this is what made me laugh, because not every delivery in thing is going to be serious, because we find out the whole entire thing he was going to deliver was a photo of that president with his favorite idol named Momo, and he was very happy, and it was inspiration for him, and he loved it. And it's great because we saw this, and I already talked about it briefly, but we saw this glint of Ishiro kind of warming up to Mira, because he apologizes about the whole entire mission. He thought it was going to be something not so ridiculous, and Mira's all excited. She likes working with them. She likes this. And even Tyra's just like, yeah, see, it was good. You heard her. And we got that little smile as Ishiro's walking away, but he made it so they couldn't see it. And I'm like, okay, he's warming up. He's having fun. So I feel like he's just that strict guy who's just like, no fun here, please. Like, no, we gotta be serious. But it was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I'm looking forward to episode 3. I'm looking forward to when they introduce Boon Black and Boon Orange. At the end, we did get the ending theme, which was sung by the Boondarios voice actress, who also, did Ash from the original Japanese Pokemon. I don't know the Japanese name, what Ash was. So someone will tell me. It was a lot of fun, and with the dancing at the end. I do like ending dancings with the songs. It's really good. It's very catchy. I'm not going to do the dance. But overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I think the pacing of the show and just how enjoyable I'm like, as right now, I like all the characters. And like I said, we're getting a little bit of information in the first episodes. And already, like I said, there's certain seeds that are planted that I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to find out more about this. But that's it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the episode. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying this show. And yeah, that's it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.